to our second full day at Disney World.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're at Disney World.
I thought we were going to the local sanatorium to, Right. Just kidding.
Here's our room number 0453. Here's the window. It looks awesome. I love it. I mean, of course, I'm a little partial because I made it, but I think it turned out great. There it says pop, century, and then 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then on each of the areas I have 50s, which says it has the bowling pin, 60s that has the pool and blue on there. There's the 70s with the big Mickey phone, 80s and the Rubik's Cube that looks so cool lit up at night, 90s, and a computer. And of course it says Resort, Brad and Lindsay 2016. So again, I think it looks great. Oh, and then of course my decals are working great. I forgot to point those out too. The decals are doing a great job. And of course they're not doing any damage. And I used the command strip hooks to put them up. So I think it looks really good. I was very happy with it. And again, it's just a beautiful sunny day. Oh my goodness, I just love it here. Waiting to get breakfast. It's empty right now, but we're gonna get the bouncy platter.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pop. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You too.
You too.
So we got the bouncy breakfast to share. Brad's gonna have this stuff and I'm gonna have the waffles. So we are going to Epcot again today, then back to Magic Kingdom tonight. So here's the food court at Pop Century. Another sunny day outside again today. So we're excited for the day 2, and we still have lots more left to do. So can't wait for the rest of this trip because it's just been a blast so far.
Hello, good to see you guys.
Good morning.
Hi. Good morning. Good morning.
And welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Transportation System. We're on our way to Epcot. Welcome to Epcot. Return service to your resort hotel is available at this station. Be sure to ask your driver for the exact location. Motor coaches depart approximately every 20 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please collect your belongings. Watch your head and step as you disembark. Take small children by the hand and follow the walkway to the main entrance. As you approach the entrance, please keep your party together and have your tickets ready. Thanks for riding with us, and have a wonderful time here at Epcot.
Morning, Spaceship Earth. So good to see you again this morning.
Okay, how did I do that?
Because we were just here last night.
Just remember, it's always that same thing for everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you. Are you excited to be back at Epcot again?
Sure,
On
always.
this-
Yes, it's a
on
marvelous
this-
day.
It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. this. Their cups are so beautiful. Brad just said, I wonder if we ask them for 100 cups at the end of the trip, if they would give them to us so we can take them home. Just kidding. But yeah, so gotta love Starbucks. Heading over to the Land Pavilion.
Just go around the front, around this building right here, the glass.
How's your Starbucks?
I feel like a cast member, always helping others. And it's a good thing when you're here. Look for needy.
Gotta do crush then, dude. You wanna totally do the crush. Let's do it then.
We're going into a land never sought before. The land, the circle of life. Over there is the new Pixar. I think it's like 10D film. There's 3 of them. I'm kidding, 4D. They spit on you, they kick you, and they yell at you. Totally full effect.
So the only thing that we're super sad though about sad. Exciting for new things though, right babe?
Soaring the world.
Go down the stairs on this side over here, or down the escalator on
Mickey whoopie pie, which you can't really see because so good. Hi. Yum yum.
Orange. They're good. I don't know. That's all I can say. Obviously, with FYI, with Soaring closed till summertime. Living of the Land. Crazy lineage.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But another insider tip, come back late at night for that and it won't be as busy. So we're about to go on, well not on, but we're about to take the Living with the Seeds tour, or behind the Seeds tour, and we've never done it before.
It's very educational and I advise it for us adults.
We're not old people, so we're really excited about this. It was how much, like it was $20 originally, but then we got a discount because of the Disney Visa. Wish we got another discount if we were ever an annual pass holder, but maybe down the road. So still we saved ourselves 10% on that. I think 10%. So anyways, it was a great deal, and we're excited. About 10 minutes we have to wait here. It's crazy inside here at the Land Pavilion because with Storm being closed, it's causing everything else to be backed up in here. Even like Circle of Life, there's a lot of people going in and doing that too. But we'll do the land ride a little bit later. So anyways, we are having a blast. The weather's perfect. Ask for anything more at this point, so yay!
My name is Becky. I'm your tour guide today. So a little bit about myself. I grew up in rural Tennessee. And feel free to go through the doors. You know?
Okay. Wow.
You're going to show us some new farming techniques.
So how do we define a pest? It's not your 9-year-old and it's not your weird uncle. Pests are anything that can damage your crops. So think of anything from an insect to a mold, like a deer, just anything that can damage your crops. So you probably practice pest management in your own home if you have screens on your window or if you use bug spray. Those are all ways to manage pests. So before any of our plants enter into the greenhouse, our entomology interns will just go and scout, and they will look on our plants to make sure there are no molds, no funguses, no bugs on them. If they get the okay, then they get to go in our greenhouse. On your right, if you want to take a step down this little yellow step here, watch your step for me.
This is awesome. This is so awesome. We're behind the
Awesome sauce.
This is amazing.
Okay, everyone. Welcome to our creative greenhouse. And you can follow me down here. Don't be shy. As you can tell, we like to get very creative in our creative greenhouse. We're growing very non-traditionally here. However, we are supplying all the things that plants need to grow. Can y'all name those 5 things? Does anyone know? Okay, Brad?
They were all waving and staring at us.
They do that. Do you know one of the things that plants need to survive though?
Water.
Plants need to grow. Water.
Sorry.
Yeah, Robert? Sunlight.
Yeah.
Nutrients. We got 2 more.
Soil? No, they don't, obviously.
Not soil.
Oxygen?
Air. Correct. And the last one is tough. It's what soil gets, so support. So here in our greenhouses, our plants are not implanted in soil ever. What we're doing is we're cutting out the middleman and we're giving them everything they need. They're giving plenty of sunlight, thanks for the Sunshine State, plenty of water, and plenty of nutrients. So if you want to look to my left here at our Aeroponics, these are our Brussels sprouts, and if you want to peek down this little canal, they're being sprayed direct. Their roots are being sprayed directly with a nutrient-rich solution. If the kids want to come around this way, they can look up here.
The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system.
And then anyone else wants to look
Grown in this way
So we have
uses a fraction of the space
different
required
nutrient
by
solutions
traditional
here
growing.
at the land. We combine those macro and micro
Increases production. The
nutrients.
aquaponics system wonders.
Across the canal here, we have our aquaponics tank. That combines hydroponics and aquaponics. So below we have the fish, and we're getting a natural fertilizer. We take the water the fish are in and we filter it. There's several filters. Then it gets put down in those trays where our snapdragons are planted. And those snapdragons take all the water and nutrients they need. And then from that, the water filters down into our shrimp tank that you can see above the fish there. So the fish are getting water and the plants are getting water. Next to that, sorry. Yeah, those are, I believe those are, so yeah, they're freshwater fish. We're growing more and using less space, using less resources. Because obviously, as you haven't noticed, we are a future grow here in Epcot, so we're trying to look to the future and find better, more efficient ways to grow food. So everything that you will see today is edible, whether it's a leaf, a flower, a root, or a fruit, it's all edible. Except for one, and I'm going to introduce you to him now. His name is Stanley. So if you want to follow me up here. So Stanley is not edible. He is very sensitive though. I'm going to let you break one of the rules today, and you can reach out and touch Stanley, give him a handshake, give him a little pat.
Oh, that's so cool.
So like I said, Stanley is he is a sensitive plant, and he is a member of the mimosa family. So Stanley has developed this mechanism as a defense in case a predator lands on one of his leaves, or if he were in a hurricane, he would close his leaves up and it would protect himself. So yeah, y'all feel free to check out, hang out with Stanley, and check out, these are our vertigo. We got our strawberries, mint, snapdragons, all these lovely things. I'm going to go down here and get your taste test ready. If y'all want to meet me down here in a couple minutes, we're going to eat some cucumbers today.
Great time.
This is awesome. Great for knowledge and learning about what we can do other than just throwing something in the ground and letting it grow.
Yeah.
If you want to meet me around here, we're going to have a taste test with some delicious hydroponically grown cucumbers. Who here likes cucumbers?
Good for the eyes.
They're so good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so these are grown in our string greenhouse. That's the next greenhouse we're going to go to, and you'll see exactly why we call it string greenhouse.
Not good.
And they were
Smells like a
just
cucumber?
this
Tastes like a cucumber.
morning. So, B-board. B-board is similar to styrofoam, however, it's not in that it is recyclable. So this is actually extremely sturdy. You could stand on this. This is what our vertigo towers are made of. So this is just these. We got thyme, basil, oregano, basil, and chives planted up here, and they're floating this B-board, and then they're in those little rockable squares. So underneath here, you see their roots are down here. They're absorbing that good nutrient-rich water. And there's an air stone in there. Does anyone know why the stone is there? Yeah, to oxygenate the water, exactly. And did anyone see anything else of importance inside this?
Hidden Mickey.
Welcome to our string greenhouse. This is my personal favorite. I happen to work in this greenhouse exclusively. So I will ask y'all that if you please stay behind the white line. No, you're fine, Chris. You're close there. And over here we have that the breakdown I was telling you about of the different nutrients we have. So we have two different tanks. One has those macronutrients and one has micronutrients. The difference there is one macro is those nutrients that plants need in large numbers, and the micro are the ones that they need in smaller numbers.
I could sit here all day and just pick them.
Yeah, so whenever bitter melons are overripe, they'll pop open like that. So they're starting to do that. So maybe they will come out soon. So like I said, they're very bitter melons, so we don't harvest them a lot. I've heard that though, if we do harvest them, they either go to our Japan or China pavilion. And here on your right, we have our tomato plants. Here's our tomato plants. We're using a technique called lean and lower. So when the tomato plant is real little like that, we string it up just like we would those. However, it's on this spool, and when it gets to this length, we'll actually lower it and then lean the spool over, and eventually they twist around. So like I said, these were planted last April. So they're coming up on a year almost. And you see that pink Velcro? Okay, so that's the end of that plant, and here's the other end.
Taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses and restaurants here at the Land every year.
So, in almost a year, this plant is obviously very long. And like I mentioned earlier with our removing the lower leaves, That's what we've done here with our tomatoes. We remove those lower leaves and any of those suckers, because if you've grown tomatoes or seen them growing, they're usually a really bushy plant, right? We almost have them like a vine here. And this is how we do our magical Mickey cucumbers. If y'all have ever had these, when a cucumber reaches a certain length, we can just put it in this tube and it will grow to be the size of a Mickey.
We saw a pumpkin here that was Mickey. Is that just complete, or can you do that with other?
Yeah, no, you can do it with pumpkins. We don't have any pumpkins yet that we're putting them in, but I think that's in the works.
Do you sell the molds or not?
We don't sell the molds, no, but that would be a great idea. I'm sure if you told that to our marketing person, they would be like,
Have you seen the mini in the...
What's that big? Is that peaches?
That's
awesome.
These beautiful, bright colored leafy plants. These are our amaranth. Amaranth is that thing I was talking about earlier. It's that new and upcoming grain crop. They are babies. They were just planted a couple weeks ago. But when they fully grow, they will have a big, beautiful plume. They get really tall. I'd say they get as tall as me, but I guess that's not saying much. So they get really tall and they put out this big plume.
Mine are black.
That plume is what has all the seeds, and that's what we use for grain. So like I said, it is a superfood. So these grains have all the amino acids that your body needs. It's a great source of protein, and they have twice the amount of calcium that a glass of milk has. And they're also gluten-free, so if you have a gluten intolerance or a gluten allergy, it's really good for that. So they truly are a superfood. So if you see that around your health store, pick it up or something. What was that, Joel? Oh, look at the bird! Yo, keep following me.
Gonna feed the tilapia.
I had some. It's really good.
Yeah, okay.
I recommend it.
So, on the count of three, it's gonna be a 1, 2, 3.
Jump, jump. Awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, look at the bottom of that. I want a banana. Awesome.
A lot of those spices that you probably have in your own cabinet at your house right now. This is also where we have a lot of those lovely tropical fruits. We have mangoes, we have star fruit, we have dragon fruit. So we have a lot of things going on in this greenhouse. Tropics is one of the most is the most diverse region for food in the entire world. So, who likes coffee? Coffee is grown in the tropics. Who likes chocolate? Chocolate is grown in the tropics.
Behind the scenes tour, what do you think?
Very educational, very entertaining, as you'll see, obviously in the video. It was a great time, very knowledgeable, and I recommend it to anybody that doesn't know about it. Come
You
down
get to try
the
some
Soarin'.
food. You get to try some food.
Yes, ate wild lion.
And it's cool, you get to see all the behind the scenes, like you can't see up close with everything when you're on the ride with Living with the Land. And it was a lot of fun. Like, I would highly recommend